Good afternoon. I'm in the great outdoors. Gary David Currie here. As you can see behind me, it's a beautiful cove area. I think Kamloops is that way in BC. Over that way is a bunch of pelicans, which is kind of weird for this area here. But what has happened is the water's come down from a little, I don't know, river stream up that way, and the salmon have swum up, and there are a bunch of them up that way to do their salmon spawning routine from the ocean, obviously. Anyways, just want to let you know where I am. Beautiful area behind me. Just a beautiful day out here. Today I want to talk about something that's been happening to me for a long time, and maybe somebody else could relate to this. And I'm going to start it off by saying a quote by Nietzsche, and it goes like this. Yeah, I have to get it on my phone. Just a second here. It says, "We often refuse to accept an idea, rarely because the tone of voice which it has been expressed is unsympathetic to us." So think about that for a second. Because I often get told things like, you know, if you just change the way you said something, or stop putting pictures of yourself with your own quotes in there up all the time, or saying things through your music, if you just used a little humor, if you just tried to say things in a little softer tone, if you weren't so abrasive, if you weren't so narcissistic, if you weren't so arrogant, just to name a few. I get that a lot, and I'm sure other people do, who are, in my opinion, trying to just get a message out or say their thoughts around things that are going to be unpopular, or are things that people just don't want to hear. You know, things that might burst their bubble, challenge the way they think, challenge their ideas in life, and people tend to want to fight back when someone does that. Yeah, it's not my problem if someone doesn't like what I say. I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody. I'm expressing my views in life, and I come in with a philosophy of seeking the truth always and do no harm. And I actually expect challenge. I expect people to say the things that they disagree with to me. But I was really hoping that we all could do this in an adult manner, and that people wouldn't resort to attacks or to try and personally involve me, my style, who I am, in the dialogue on trying to look at the issues that we face today as humanity. And to me, it's a really bad defensive tactic to start attacking another person. Talk about the idea, talk about what they're trying to say, talk about whether the issue is valid in today's society, but really how I say it is how I say it. You know, if you don't like it, don't listen or don't read, but don't come back with, you don't do this right, you don't do this, you should change this, you should change that. Look, don't get me wrong here, let me backtrack a little bit. I'm more than open to suggestions to becoming a better person. I do have a message I'm trying to get out, so yes, I am open to refining that, to try and reaching people. And you know, I've had people talk to me about that, and I listen, and I'm receptive. But if it's used as an attack against something I'm saying, then I start having an issue with it, because we've gotten off the topic, we're not on course, and we're not dealing with the issues that need to be faced and need to be focused on. And I'm sure other people have faced this. I've talked to a few of them. And you know, it can kind of get disheartening at times when, of course, people aren't listening to you, because everybody wants somebody to listen to them. But just when people attack you personally, and that's used as a tactic in dealing with something that they feel very uncomfortable with, that they feel their bubble's being pushed. So, having said that, I hope that you kind of maybe think about focusing on an issue when you're talking to somebody, maybe back off on the personal attacks, and we can start dealing with some of these things that humanity's facing. The other thing I wanted to talk about is humbleness. I've often been told, especially by religious people, that I need to be more humble, which kind of ties in with being arrogant and being narcissistic. Yeah, I don't agree with that. in the tone that they're using it, that I should lower myself, lower the way I am, or even the word I have difficulty with. Humility is a little different thing, because I'm more than willing to admit if I've been wrong on something, because as I said earlier, I'm trying to seek the truth. So if I'm wrong on something, please show me. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong, because that way I find out what is actually true. Anyways, thanks for listening, I appreciate it. And I have a bunch of other videos if you want to see them, and that would be great. Anyways, have a great day.